It's seldom a show gives me everything I want and more. But that's exactly what X-Men 97 did for me. I really like the original show. It's hokey, of course, but it's very charming and are good adaptations of classic X-Men stories. And I'll admit, I was skeptical to this at first, given how many sequels and reboots there are. But if you're gonna do it well. That's exactly what they did. Not only does it feel like a true follow-up, but in many cases I think it surpasses it. For one thing, the animation is so good. Very stylized, and yet it feels like it builds up on what the original show did. And most of the voice casts return, and those that have been recast do such a good job. I could listen to Magneto speak all day. And most of those that return sound like they barely aged a day, to be honest. I really don't know why this show happened now of all times, but I'm so glad it did. I am not hard to please, but I am very hard to genuinely impress. And this show is impressive. Maybe it took a little while to get going. I didn't truly feel it from the first episode, but by the second one, I just wanted to watch the whole thing. I actually watched this directly after sort of binge watching the original show, because I heard a lot of good things about it and I wanted to check it out, but still wanted to refresh my memory. And goddamn, they do follow up on a lot of things. I'm not gonna give spoilers, of course, but even I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they referencing this? One thing I have to say though is, like the original show, it kind of doesn't really balance comic relief that well. There are a few episodes that are a bit more jokey. I don't know, it always felt a little out of place, especially now that they're taking themselves so much more seriously. It also makes a lot more sense for them to make this one geared towards adults, because the people that grew up with this show aren't kids anymore. If you're somehow a fan of the original show but still has not seen this, just look up the intro on YouTube. That should get just about anyone hyped up. If you've never seen the original, you might follow this okay. It's very comic booky in that things just happen and there are a lot of characters and nobody really explains much. They just assume you know half of these things, which is one of the reasons why it's hard to get into comics to begin with. Still, it feels like this show was made with genuine love and care. Like these people really did want to do a great follow-up and continue building upon the stories, and not just do some nostalgia bait. Story-wise, it's more than I could have asked for, and I'm not gonna go into why, of course. And animation-wise, it's some of the best action scenes I've seen in any animation. If I was to choose one genre to consume for the rest of my life, it would be superheroes. I just can't get tired of shit. And even someone like me who has watched a lot of this, X-Men felt new and fresh and rejuvenate my love for the entire genre, not just the X-Men. It reminds me why these stories matter to me so much. I can only speak for myself ultimately, and that's what my channel is for, and I had a great time with this. They confirmed that they're gonna do at least 2 more seasons. I am all for it, man. If you're gonna do a sequels 30 years after, it better be fucking good, and this one was. Cannot recommend this enough.